Hello, single Scorpio. It's the 18th of April 2026, and this is your present to future reading. So I'm starting off with love, money, hidden messages, your lucky Powerball numbers in Australia only, crystal cards, and yin and yang oracle. So with love, what I see here, we have the King of Pentacles, which is, this is you. And it's telling me that you've been waiting patiently for the right person to come along, which is good. And you may have had, and when we see the Page of Swords and the Fool in reverse, okay, there's probably been some people that are, how I look at it, when we have the King of Pentacles, Page of Swords and the Fool in reverse, you've probably had some people that are probably intellectually compatible but just emotionally sort of checked out. So this is what you've probably experienced in love. But because you've been waiting patiently, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. So what that does, because you could probably say you would have been possibly celibate as well. So you've been trying to meet somebody, but these sort of page-like energies come into your energy. So the wheel is turning in your favor in regards to love in the future. And when we see the King of Wands and Queen of Cups, male and female Scorpio, this is applicable to the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups are more, that's a mature person, somebody that's looking for stability, a committed relationship that's mature, similar to the Queen of Cups. So you sort of know what you're after. So that was a significant thing with love. It's like, I'll put it, like summarize it. So you've been waiting patiently, yes, been entertaining some energies that were not emotionally fulfilling. They may have been good conversationists, but these people are not ready. So like I said, what's coming through next to yourself is the wheels turning. It's about luck and progress in regards to love. And then we have these good cards here, King of Wands. This is just a mature person. This is, if you're a single female Scorpio, it's saying that someone will come in that's, they've got their own independence. They're looking for commitment, and they're more what you're looking for. So that's really good. So that's great. This is your money one. The money one is really good throughout the reading as well. It seems to be very prominent in your read. So the Queen of Pentacles is you. And then we have a lot of cups. We have Pentacles, cups, 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 Pentacles, and the Emperor. So when we see all this together, so the Queen of Pentacles is someone that has been manifesting financial stability, has been looking after their pentacle. As you can see, in the cards say a lot, the pictures. You've got someone there nurturing a pentacle and a garden growing around. So if you've been manifesting or haven't had a lot of money, it's coming through as the Queen of Pentacles. So because of that patience, that, concentrating on money, the Nine of Cups have came through, and Temperance. So when these are together, and the cards next to it as well. So when we see the Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment. And this is also about balance. So just remember that when we start to see, if you're a person that didn't have a lot of money and you start watching tarot card readings and watching even this reading, you can't channel money into your life if you're not thinking about money. So when it comes in, just be mindful that you keep to that budget, you don't overspend, don't overindulge, and keep balanced. Because when you find that, And it goes to the Ten of Cups. Now, as you can see here, the Ten of Cups always go by the picture. You've got, you know, happy people playing in the garden, the Ten of Cups and the rainbow. So this is exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for financial stability, prosperity, channels of money coming through, whether it be if you're in Australia and you're manifesting winning lotto, or you're looking for a job. Those channels come in if you keep nurturing the pentacle, and that's what you're doing. And this sort of wish fulfillment, the balance, and the Ten of Cups come in, and the King of Pentacles. Now, when I see this, I seem to be drawn a lot to male Scorpios too. Now, when we have the King of Pentacles, that's somebody, you can see here the pentacle, the garden, somebody that has, see when we have this could be a male Scorpio applicable to female, male. I see this male and female, so it's telling me about both male and female single Scorpios. Now, if this was a male Scorpio, they will be around, they would have worked hard to produce the financial stability that they've been manifesting. And when they do, it's, you see Scorpios, when they do get money, they can be very generous, but they can look after people and things like that. So I think this is why you have to go through some of these things and nurture the pentacle and time. That's why I don't do a read all the time, because you need time to grow, you need time to experience different situations. And when we get to this sort of stage money wise, and then we have the Emperor is also about maturity and being at a level as well to be aware of your surroundings and the money that's around you. I find throughout this read that Scorpio needs to be 100% focused with what they're doing every second, every day, every conversation, especially when money's, I see money all here. And we've got love and money, the hidden messages. So the hidden message, when I see the Ace of Pentacles, that is, as you can see here, a cloud. So a hand is coming out of the sky with a pentacle on it saying, hey Scorpio, and there's a garden, and when you can walk through there to the mountains. You see that? The universe is saying to you, hey, here's a pentacle for you after enduring the Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Cups. Now, what's happened here, if you are lacking money, the universe is now offering you, and you may have already received it, a pentacle. So the universe, the higher up, is saying, hey, look, we know that you've been left out in the cold, because the Five of Pentacles is about being left, and it could even be two people that are the culprits. It could be somebody you know, family members, that have put you in this position, and the universe has seen it. Okay, so it's highly important that you take this pentacle, and pentacles can come through in manifesting. It might be to do with a job, people you meet. The channels come in through the money. Get what I'm saying? And the universe is saying, hey, look, I've seen that you've been left out in the cold. Some people here have not done the right thing by you. And as you can see, this is you. This is you. This is someone else, other people. This is you, okay? You're looking at the cup saying, damn, but there's two here. Even just two people, could be two. This is you. But you don't look, you can't go around sort of doing this to people and not think that there's a karma attached to it. So these people, you've been left out in the cold. And it's funny, when I done this, I clarified it with the Kipper deck, okay? And bad health, what I asked is, what did this card? So bad health and family room. So when we see bad health, sometimes, well, not sometimes, when we don't treat people properly, you might not see it, or you might see it. Some people could be experiencing bad health because the universe is offering you the pentacle, okay, after you've been left out in the cold in your cups. There might have been situations, there was situations in your life where your cups were knocked over, you had got two left, but you're looking at these ones thinking, damn, but it's okay. Unfortunately, when we see bad health, sometimes when people with the karma attached to, pretty sabotaging someone's life, bad health may be happening also. And when we see the family room, this could, when as you can see in the family room, it's a nice room, and what the family room means, it's when conversations take place in this room and only certain people are there, and certain conversations take place. It could have been you not being part of that conversation. Conversations are taking place that maybe not have been of an honest nature, and this can happen too. And this is where these three cards align with each other. And this, for example, with this card, just say these conversations take place. Just say there's a lounge room somewhere, wherever it may be. The conversations take place in the lounge room, but when visitors are over, these conversations don't always take place. So it's a conversation where some private conversations are taking place, which may not include you. And this is where the bad karma comes into play. So if you're a person that you could call it short straws, or you've been, haven't been treated properly, the universe, and I'm so glad that I seen this. And I asked, okay, universe is offering pentacles, this because of some bad past stuff. What is the end result for single Scorpio? And lo and behold, sudden wealth came out. I could not believe it. I'd done this morning early, and unfortunately, people have got to learn the hard way. When we spiritually attack people, and these people go, right, you know what, I'm going to change a cycle in my life. I don't want to be part of this. I want money. I want financial stability. I want to be happy. I want to, male Scorpios, I want to be the King of Pentacles. I want to look after somebody once I reach a significant level in my life. I've waited patiently. I've tried this and I've done that. The universe is hearing. Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel that Scorpio singles have transformed quite a lot since the last read, and that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So when we go over, so these are your lucky Powerball numbers. So when I had a look at your last reading, I seen that 20 came out. This is only in Australia for Powerball. 20 came out as the primary Powerball number 2 times in a row the other week. So it doesn't happen like I may do this read today. It doesn't mean it's going to be necessarily that Powerball number. You just got to, if you were to play those numbers every week and a small game of each, you never know. It's when it's ready to come through, okay? So first number is 11. Second number is 14. Next number is 8. And next number is 7, okay? Now, I wanted to see some crystal card numbers to go with the Powerball numbers, just to see where you're at. So the main message is dive into your dreams, claim your happy place. So when we see these sort of crystals, so the first one is about, with this one, okay, when we're manifesting lotto, it says here, when it's time to take your sleep, it says put down your phone and pick up a book, sip some chamomile and have lavender oil, and wait to sort of relax and go to sleep. So that sort of makes sense. So when we want to manifest and we want to relax spiritually and even physically, some of these sort of natural remedies are also good. And like I said, veer away from social media. Don't be sitting there on this phone for 4 hours before you go to sleep. Try and manifest, and I always tell people when they're manifesting wealth to close your eyes before bed and just visualize yourself when you've got money. Maybe the car that you would be driving, where you're living, what you'd be doing, who you'd be helping, what you'd be even wearing, where you'd be going on holidays, what you'd be doing. Visualize that. You can't win money through lotto if you don't pre-visualize it. You visualize yourself into the future, okay? So I'm really adamant about the manifesting and the Powerball. It's coming through, but it's been a big transformation for some single Scorpios that are doing this now. If you've just watched this and the first time you've watched tarot, you may be drawn channelly to this read, okay? So the next one is, what's this one say? It's time to take, I know we've done that one. When you find yourself stuck in the past, this is about getting every moment. If you, okay, so once again, this sort of past, we don't want to linger on to the past. It's a new Scorpio now with new dreams, new visions, new people. You would not be watching tarot card. I tell you now, if you didn't want change in your life, because the universe higher up, if you're a person that is an atheist, for example, you may start sort of drawing closer to believing in God or the universe or vice, whatever the case may be. But when this comes out and you've been offering a pentacle, that's pretty significant. So that's really great. So we need to focus, don't linger in the past. We need to focus on the future. Like I said, once again, with this manifesting, this is going good. And Scorpios can be like that. They don't want to just go out with anyone. They go through a few things to go, okay, well, that person wasn't for me. I'll wait. They're very spiritual as well, so that's really good. Yin and Yang Oracle. So what I see here mainly is that you may notice that some things are starting to pull together, some structures, some solid foundation will be laid, and this will give you the freedom and opportunities for the future once the money comes in. And when we start to become spiritual and we start to do law of attraction and our affirmations, and we start eating healthy and doing various other spiritual things, epiphanies will come through. Like for example, just say you're a person, I don't know if people watch a show like the Shark Tank, for example. An epiphany or a breakthrough can be even an invention. You might think, oh God, that'd be great. Or you may just be sitting somewhere and something comes to light, even if it's just a situation. This is what happens. It's trying to help you and guide you in the right direction. So your mindset says a lot about who you are and what you do and what your future path is ahead. So it's important that we understand that part. Now, when I see the next row, contracts, careers, commitments, and then we have chemistry and passion and rejection, lost and fragments. So once again, Scorpio, when things start to transform and change, and they obviously or probably already have, just remember once again that we don't look. If you meet somebody, okay, see, just be mindful. We can meet somebody and they may be, you're attracted to them, the chemistry's great, but there's fake people everywhere. So we just got to be mindful that when we don't get carried away in those sort of things as well, especially when we're dealing with money, sudden wealth, okay? Sometimes we get to a certain place and we're happy financially, and sometimes our judgment gets clouded. So just be mindful. It says here, until debt tears us apart. So just be careful, okay, in the future, or whoever you're dealing with. I look, to be honest, single Scorpio, you know, be very particular about who you trust in this world. You know, just because someone's passionate and there's chemistry and you get on great, it doesn't mean that person's agenda is any good. So just be very, like I said, through your read, just be very, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure you're always on your toes and keeping an eye out of everything that you do, the reasons for it. And you know, you've got love here, money, you know, being left out in the cold. These people are enduring their own karma, whether you see it or not. It's here, but you can't help these people, single Scorpio. You've gone, okay, I'm going to change a cycle. I want to manifest myself into this existence, this, and this, okay? Now, just remember to be open to receive, okay? When I say open, receive and be open, you will start to see things change, like the wheel of fortune. It's about timing, it's about divine timing, it's about synchronicities, it's about luck, it's about getting shown things you might see. You might be thinking, gee, lucky I wasn't there 5 minutes ago, or oh wow, did I? You know, congratulate you. You need to be open. As you can see, it's a hand looking up to the light. Can you see what's happening here? Okay, if this is you, that's really good. So just always be open, because they've heard this. But when we're still doing this, we must allocate time to receive and be open. We get sidetracked sometimes when we forget. I'll use myself as an example. I'm always doing affirmations. I've got meditation music on at the moment. I've got my crystals. I've got everything here. I'm always cleansing and always like a burning sage, Palo Santo, clearing energies. And see, when we are open to receive, we've got family, home, and commitment, okay? These protective mechanisms that the universe will offer you, okay, is a great way for you to learn to put faith in the universe, okay, because they are there. I've seen it myself, okay, I've experienced it myself, and I won't ever do videos saying things that have not happened to me as well. Okay, the universe is there. I see it's anywhere up to 7 or 8 angel numbers. Yesterday I must have seen like 6 or 7. First I was seeing 1 or 2, but I see them all the time. And I always say thank you. See this here, it says present, abundant, and gratitude. And you know, when I see an angel number, I always go, thank you, God, thank you, universe. I always am grateful for what I have. Always be grateful for what you have, whether it be a roof over your head, a comfortable bed to sleep in, money in your pocket, a job, great friends, great family, you know, or everything. Like, just be grateful that you've got everything, that even if you don't have a lot, be grateful for what you have. All right, because things change, and I've seen it happen myself, not just with me, but other people that have become spiritual, or I've done readings for and stuff like that. You know, they change. But, you know, you're not going to change until you are open to receive messages and understand why the Ace of Pentacles has been offered to you, okay? And that's the nature of it. Sometimes, and I can tell you now, this was not very nice that was done to Scorpio singles, okay? I'm sure there's people watching this reading that have looked and said, you know what, I have been treated badly, and it's put me in a difficult situation where my cups were spilt. And unfortunately, the sad thing is, some people, it could even be your health may have been affected, but what I see here is more somebody else's health or people's. There could even be two people involved in this as well, that are of a similar sort of, they're similar in the way that they act probably, but it doesn't matter. It's just telling me this. I was asking why the Ace of Pentacles is here, and that's what came out. It's very self-explanatory. This is a great read, and I'm very happy for single Scorpio. So like I said, good luck with Powerball single Scorpio, male and female. Great read. I'm glad I left it for a bit. Have a look at these cards and analyze them, and look at, if you don't know all the meanings, you can always look them up. I mean, I've given you a rough idea of what the cards mean. So this is really, really good. I'm very happy with this morning. I got a great feeling when I finished this read. It was very clear. It was very self-explanatory, and the cards came out great. So I just want to say thank you, Scorpio single. God bless, and I'll see you next time.